Alright guys, so today we are going to be touring Rohan. We are going to see what Rohan has to offer. I'm not quite too sure on... Is that even a proper way to say it? I'm not quite sure what Rohan has. So we're going to kind of take a look and make sure that there isn't anything big we're going to miss. And if we don't see anything, we are going to go ahead and dive into Gondor because there's stuff there. So say goodbye to Isengard. And now we are going to enter the Gap of Rohan. Which should be interesting. Alright. Come on, horse. There we go. Alright, so we got some steep hills here. I don't think there is an Edoras. If I'm correct, I think I have, like on my phone, what in the world? Sorry, I'm kind of on autopilot right here. Why did I do that? Accidentally got off my horse. Alright, if I'm correct, I think I have all the locations somewhere on my phone that I saved a screenshot of. Maybe not. Like I said, guys, if I do miss something, feel free to let me know, because I'm sure there is going to be stuff that I've missed, and I would hate for someone to be looking forward to something and then me skip it because of my ignorance and not knowing that it's actually there. Alright, so we're about to enter Rohan, which shall be interesting. I've never actually been into this region before, so it'll be awesome to see what it looks like. Alright. So it looks like it's going to slope down a little bit. Once we get into that region. Oh yeah. And of course, it wouldn't be a good episode of Middle-earth Role-Playing Project if we weren't bunny hopping for a good bit of our journey. Alright. So Edoras is supposed to be over here. Paths of the Dead. I think we'll explore that. Might want to be a little bit careful. Do I still have torches, by the way? Heck yes, I do. I hope this horse doesn't die, because I forgot the code for spawning a horse. You would think I know it by now, but I don't. Uh-oh. Alright, so we're entering entering Rohan. It is evening. Okay, so if we want to hit Edoras, we want to go this way. I don't think Edoras is actually here. I think it's just a site. Because there's no waypoint to it. Oh. Okay. Dang it. Friggin' makes me angry. So I guess Edoras is supposed to be in this region. Interesting, very interesting. Doesn't look like the Rohan in the movies. Just isn't like a lot of planes and stuff. Which, when reading the books, it's kind of how you imagine it. They are horse people. You'd think that they'd have a lot of open plains to use their horses in, but what do I know? Alright, so this looks like this is where Edoras is supposed to be, and this is East Fold. So we're definitely in Rohan. No doubt about that. Yes. Now you get to experience the loading screens of this game. Because it's pretty interesting. I may even have to cut it if it's too long, now that I think about it. I think we should be fine, though. Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, it appears that this is the path of the dead. Let's see how big this is. What is it? Oh, it's not crazy long. Da, da, da. Just in case. You never know, and you may be thinking, oh, there's no enemies here. Well, there was actually that one time that I did find a cave over, forgot where it was. But it was, where was it at? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So if you want to go straight into Gondor, this is your best bet. Although there's some very strange light going on over there, and I don't like it. It doesn't appear that there's anything here. Let's just drop down here. So now we are back to where we were. So to speed things up, I don't think there's anything here. Actually, let me check something real quick. Let me make sure that I don't have that picture. Because if I do, this might be very useful. Because I know there's some spots in Rohan, like where Helm's Deep would be, and stuff like that, that y'all definitely want to see. Okay, here it is. Okay. Let's see if this is right. Little Earth. -55, -64. Well, it didn't crash. Let's just hope it stays that way. Sometime today would be nice, of course. The weather here has been awful. It's been raining really hard, and it's been flooding in some areas. And, so I guess this is where Helm's Deep would be. For those of you wondering. Alright, so our next little destination is going to be the Dead Marshes. Now let me get a horse. Dang it. I lost the horse code. That'll just be a quick Google. And of course, you know, Apple wants to stop me. Okay. Player dot place at me 000 1 F11 B1. And let's make you a little bit speedy. Set B speed 75. Alright, now we are going to go over to the Dead Marshes. Should we go to the Dead Marshes or should we wait? You know, let's teleport there. And we'll see. Because I feel like the Den Marshes would be cool to go through to get to the Black Gate. I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll just turn straight around and go towards Kaer Andros. I didn't want to go all the way from Path of the Dead to Kaer Andros because there's nothing in between. So I don't know if Bird's doing that, but it needs to be murdered. Oh, I see it. It's the great northern mockingbird. Oop, don't look over there. Don't look over there, boys. Alright. Let's... Da, 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 da. Well, it just flew off, whatever it was, that mockingbird. So, yeah, I'm thankful. Those are the craggy peaks of Mordor to our left. We are going to head towards Kaer Andros. And then we'll hit Minas Tirith. Oh dear, that was quite a plunge. The reason I'm not looking behind me is because you will see the Black Gate, and I don't want to show it in its full glory until whenever we get to Mordor. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have a lot of water to cross here. Shocker. It is the Dead Marshes though. So, what else do you expect? Oh yeah. It says I'm on water right now. It's not quite true, is it? Wow, what a plunge. Alright, so we are on our way to Kaer Andros. Now, Kaer Andros is an interesting city. It's a city of Gondor. Let me see if I can find some pictures of it to kind of get an idea. You know, don't know how well represented it is in this mod, but bunch of Minecraft pictures. This looks like Kaer Andros is in the middle of this river right here. It's like on its own little island in the middle of the river. which is kind of cool. It's pretty cool. So what's down here? Okay, so we got some locations. Past this, we'll hit Minas Tirith, and that'll cap it off for us. This is gonna be a longer episode, but that's okay. You have to constantly check your map. It's very easy to go off course. Oh dear. This stuff makes me nervous. I'm just afraid my horse is gonna die. Huh. So where is the city? Is there a city?
I hope so.
Fantastic. Alright, everybody. So my game crashed when I tried to fast travel to Caer Andros. Turns out that that's Caer Andros. It's not built. But we are going to head to Minas Tirith, which should be awesome because Minas Tirith is real, and it makes me so happy. Those mountains you see right there, that's Mordor. That's pretty terrifying. So we're going to get up on this little mountain that Caer Andros would be on, and we are going to kind of survey the land that is set before us. So yeah, the video crashed, and I kind of suspended recording it for a couple days because I had, a lot of stuff to do. And I'm now back, and you probably haven't noticed the difference at all because it's all in the same video. Isn't that wonderful how editing works? Bet that makes you happy. If it doesn't, then you truly are a miserable person. Anyways, so let's see if our horse is fit enough to get up this perilous mountain. It's quite a mountain to scale. As we make our way into the realm of Gondor, which is awesome because, they're awesome. Okay. Come on, horse. We can do this. We can do this. Fight, horse. We're going to try and avoid looking at the Black Gate because I do not want to reveal its horrifying nature just yet. I feel like we're not prepared for that. Alright. So, Gondor, Minas Tirith, is straight that way. So I guess this is the... Is it the Anduin River? I guess? Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like I should know that. Alright. Now, Mr. Horse, please don't die because I don't want to have to look up on Google again what the spawn horse code is, which I should probably know by now, but, So does that make my horse invincible? Not at all. Alrighty. That was worth the test. You know, we're gonna have situations like that. Oh no, Mr. Horse. Let's see if we can. Come on. Horsey! Horsey! Okay. I know it's player. Dot place at me. Let's see if I can get... It's not going to take that long. The amount of Google searches that I've done during this time has been astronomical. Player.place at me. Oh, I got the first part right. F11B1. Hi there, Mr. Horse. Set AV speed 75. That's the sweet spot, isn't it? If only we had known about that in past parts, but oh well. Oh, please don't crash. It'd be very nice if it didn't. Alright, so it looks like we're going to go through some wooded areas, which is fine because it's very pretty. I personally, and I hope I don't start any wars in the comments, I personally think that the Elder Scrolls Oblivion is prettier than Skyrim. And I mean, not just after seeing this. I mean, this is prettier than Skyrim in my opinion. But even the base game of Oblivion, Skyrim was pretty in its own ways, but it was very gray and brown. And I know you can get mods that make it look much prettier than even Oblivion, but I mean the base vanilla game, I think that Oblivion's prettier just because it's got very lush landscape. We're probably going to be entering a lot of lag here because there is a lot to generate. I mean, you have one of the biggest cities in the Lord of the Rings universe, so you're gonna have some issues, as we obviously are. They're not letting us get to Gondor without a fight. So is Minas Tirith supposed to be right there? I believe so. Prepare your nipples, everybody. Alright. So you're probably thinking, wow, that's very impressive, Jackson. Don't worry. It's there. Come on. Boss work. Now, it isn't... You know what I should do? I should go on the Minecraft Middle-earth server because I haven't been on there in a while. Because if you really want to see really big scale, like actual scale, I would recommend going on the Minecraft Middle-earth. But this is kind of what it would look like. It's kind of a hazy day, isn't it? This is kind of what it would look like if it was in Oblivion, or what it was going to look like until something happened. Can we make this prettier? Watch, we're going to open it up and it's going to be raining. Or like last time when I saved before I started recording again, where it was like snowing and very low visibility. Because apparently... Oh, not like that. Apparently sometimes in Oblivion, it thinks that if you want to wait, it decides, oh, let's change the weather up. Which can be very annoying. All right. There we go. Okay. So what you see before you is the great city, part of the great city. Kind of looks like the Titanic right now, of Minas Tirith. Now notice that they put black walls, and that's accurate to the book. They didn't do that in the movie for some reason, which, I mean, it looked nice in the movie, but we're going to go into Minas Tirith. Now, it's not as big as you would think it is, but we're going to go ahead and go into it. And if I remember correctly, there is a way up to the top. But I may be imagining things. I may be confusing with Lego Lord of the Rings, which wouldn't surprise me. I guess if we really wanted to go to the top, we could just no-clip up there, couldn't we? Yeah. Alright, so this is the second or third time, I can't remember to be quite honest with you, that we have crashed. And I think I know why. Since this is part 4, the Chinese unlucky number is 4. And that's my only real explanation that I have. So I found a ramp so that we can get into the higher parts of the city. So let's go around this little ring right here. And what is this right here? Oh, so that leads to Pelennor Fields, which I guess leads down there. So we don't want to go that way, do we? No, Jackson, we don't. Okay. Let's not run off now, Mr. Horse. So what's over here? Those are the mountains of Mordor, which are really, really cool looking. And this is going to be our last stop because this video is already a little bit longer than I would like for it to be. Okay, so now we need to get up to the top. I'm going to try not to go in the third person because for some reason that lags the computer a lot. And we do not want to destroy Mr. Computer, do we? No, Jackson. That's right. So we'll see if we can get to the very top. Well, that's a dead end. Let's see if we can find a ramp on the other side. And if not, we'll just do what I talked about just a second ago, which is no clipping up there. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to no clip up there, but that's not that big of a deal. I'm sure you guys won't mind that, because in the end it will get us where we want to be. So let's make sure one more time that there's not a more natural way to get up there, and then we'll be our merry little way. Oh, okay. So this has led me to the other side. It appears that this is like the other side of the city. Since I'm short, you're gonna have to... Ooh, I almost made it up there. Oh, wow. Okay. That is a view. That makes it worth downloading this mod alone is just for this view. Very, very cool. Again, props to the developers. So it looks like we have lost our noble steed for a little bit, so we're just going to have to climb our way up there. That's alright, we'll just walk. Soak it all in. But yeah, this has been kind of a pain in the butt part to make. That's why it's taken a little bit longer to come out, so I apologize for that. But at least we got here, and we got to our first big city. And we're off to a rip-roaring start so far. We're going to go up this way. Still, very cool city. Of course not the scale, but if it was to be to scale, it would have been astronomical size-wise. So let's look at the view from this ring, circle, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, let's not fall, though. Absolutely amazing, of course. The view's going to be even better from the top. Just know it. You know what I need to do? I need to go back to Minecraft Middle-earth, don't I? Yes, that would be quite a journey. Because they have Minas Tirith now, and it's very, very cool. I believe Minas Morgul's directly that way. Yes. We'll go over what we're going to do in the next part. Once we get to the end of this saga. Alright. So we are climbing up Minas Tirith, the mini levels. We're getting into the richer and richer districts. Hopefully we will not be stopped by giant stone cliffs. We're going to make our last view the greatest view, of course. We're almost to the Citadel, if that's what they call it. Well, this is... Oh. That's very interesting. Didn't know you can go through that door. That makes me wonder if I could have gone through earlier. Alright. We're getting closer and closer, guys. Bear with me. I like to play all this in real time as much as possible, so that you experience it with me. We are in this together. Now, as hard as this video was to make, it wasn't as mind-numbing as the Moria video, because Moria, there's a lot of places that look the same, and there's a lot of, wait, where am I? And there's a lot of like, oh my gosh, there's more stuff to it, which is amazing, of course. It's crazy how big it is, but still, it's like, really? They made that much? That's crazy. What's in here? Oh, it's a nice little house. This is my house, guys. Not a bad place to have a house. Wow. All right, we're getting there. I wonder if the white tree's there. I hope so. Yes, it is. Alright, so we're going to go into everything we can here. Kind of look around it, then we'll take a final plunge. So what is in here? Nothing? That's a shame. We'll go into the Hall of Kings, or whatever it's called. What is it called? We'll see. Really? Fascinating! Won't let me go in there. Boop, 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 boop. Sir. Really, any buildings I can go in here? What's happening, Sir Awesome? I wish I knew. Alright. If that doesn't satisfy you view-wise, I don't know what does. That's where we started out earlier. That's, I think that's where Carandros was supposed to be. I don't know if they're that close in real life or not. Or in real life. You know what I mean? Middle Earth or not. So we're going to take a plunge. And turn off our collision. So that we get down safely. And we're going to save. At the white tree. Alright, so that's where we'll pick up next time. But first, it would not be a good Minas Tirith experience if I didn't do what Denethor did. Now, this is this very, very slowed down version. A much less dramatic version. And there's no flames, unfortunately. Actually, prepare yourselves for greatness. There we go. Foosh! Here's my flare. My flame, whatever you want to call it. I like the magic casting system better in Oblivion. Alright. Alright. So let's talk about what we are going to do next, shall we? We have gone from Isengard all the way down into Minas Tirith. We have looked at the Paths of the Dead. We've looked at where the Hornburg would be. We've looked where Edoras would be. We kind of touched the Dead Marshes. We saw what would have been Caer Andros. And we're now at Minas Tirith. What we're going to do next is strike into Mordor. Alright? So we're going to go into Minas Morgul, Shelob's Lair. Like I said, I don't know what is all here or not. We might have to be doing some fast traveling. And then finally, we're going to go through the Black Gate, Barad-dûr, Mount Doom. And that's not going to be the end. Expect it to take some time for the next part because there's a lot to cover. Then we're going to head into this area of Gondor right here. This should be pretty quick. Just showing some points of interest. I can't decide whether I'm going to just travel all over or not. We'll have to see. Then I'm going to come over into this, Gulf of Lune area. Up into Foroshel. That's where we'll end at Foroshel. Alright? Alright. And is there any other places that I have not really been? Not that I can see. Alright guys, thank you for watching. That was a laborious but very entertaining part 4. And I hope to see you again soon. See you in part 5.